What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we got something a little different. Hopefully there's not too much background noise. People are out mowing, weed whacking, wrenching, all that good stuff. So this is a little bit new to the channel. There's gonna be a separate video on this. Today's video is actually gonna be on that. So you guys could probably just see a little bit of carnage on the right of the screen. We got my wife a new 2019 Volkswagen Atlas. This thing is fully loaded. It was a local car. We needed something a little bit bigger, so we picked something up. I'm gonna do a little bit of a build series on fixing this thing up. It actually doesn't need that much stuff compared to some of the other stuff I bought in the past, kind of like the S2000s. It's gonna need some pulling on that rear driver door area, but other than that, it should be pretty straightforward. We got all the parts necessary to get this whole thing done and inspection passed. So I'm just gonna go through and show you the damages and then as well as the parts that I've got over the past week or so. Let's get into it. One of the reasons I got this thing is because it was an SEL Premium. So I know a lot of people might think this is a little outdated, you know, it has all the features, but that is sweet. And to be honest, I never had a car, or we've never had a car that had a remote start unless it had to get programmed or installed on an aftermarket one. So because it does that, it's gonna be super sweet for winter. It has a bunch of crazy features. I mean, it has that I'm carrying groceries, swing of the foot. Yeah, and I know what you're thinking, remote start is pretty basic, but that's just the beginning of it. So it has basically everything that you can typically think of on a car like this. Heated and cooled front seats, heated rear seats. It has a heating steering wheel. That's pretty sweet. It has the Fender audio system in here, which it bumps. I mean, let's do a little test in this thing. You'll see how good this thing sounds. No check engine light, just the typical warnings for the stuff that went off. Airbags, curtain airbags went off, and so did the driver seat. So other than that, the front airbags are good. I only have to change the front two seat belts. It's not too bad. This headliner comes off fairly easy, so it's pretty sweet. It shouldn't be too terrible.
One hit wonder mixes.
Oh, I probably...
Limited time and year-round with the Wonderland channel. All in the SiriusXM app.
So I can't even play anything, I just realized, because I don't want to get copyrighted. But anyways, you guys can trust that the Fender audio system bumps. The car has the 4Motion, which you can go through all of the options. Off-road, custom off-road. It has also like a normal, an eco, snow, and you can actually hit up the sport mode. So, you know, put that thing in sport, it's gone. So a lot of stuff on this car that is just super fancy, and it's worth it to have the top model of anything you buy. So we got it for a pretty good deal. I have all the parts for it already. Both current airbags here, both seat belts there. We have the seat airbag there. We have some of the trim panels in here. We have this larger trim panel there. We have the whole entire knee assembly and a paint match door. So that's going to be basically all we need. We're going to swap the whole new assembly on now because the suspension took a hit. We have the tire off, but basically it got shifted back and the damage occurred right there. So you can see where that control arm completely got ripped off, where it's supposed to be attached by those two bolts. So it's got shifted back. We have to replace this whole knee. It's better to replace the knee because look at this strut torn up. So replacing everything from there, strut, axle off, on, you know it's straight. Then we'll be able to drive it around and then get some quotes for this beautiful work here. This is the main damage of the vehicle. So you can see it had some impact going this way. So we're gonna try to see if we can save that. If not, we're gonna have to splice in a new piece. But other than that, this is the damage, suspension, interior work, and this bad boy should be back on the road. So we're gonna go ahead and start on this knee assembly. Got my father-in-law helping out. So we got the entire knee assembly from this control arm to the strut to the axle, and we're just gonna swap it all as one piece. I know a lot in the past I've done suspension jobs where I replaced a strut and a control arm. I put everything back on, the spindle, the knuckles bent. I replace that, oh, the axle has, it's better to just drop the whole entire knee, replace the whole entire knee, and you know it's all straight, good to go, and then you move forward. So we got a lot of these loose. We got this main arm as well as the back arm completely off, and we're going to go ahead and remove this caliper and the strut. So once this stuff is off, this whole thing should come off as one unit, and we should be good to continue to put the new stuff on. Update time. You can see a little bend there. Good thing we changed the entire knee assembly because this completely got torn away when it got hit. This thing was done. This was bent here towards the end. The strut was obviously toast. A lot of the bushings were kind of toast, and just the spindle and the whole assembly were kind of unknown condition. So it's better to replace the whole knee assembly. Well, bam, new knee assembly is on, and as you saw, I took it for a spin. It's looking good. I took off the fender liner over there as well, just so I can have some clearance because this is really close. Looking good. Took it for a spin. All the fault codes went bye-bye. It needs an alignment because the camber is a little bit different than the passenger side. It's close, but a little bit different. Let's check out the fault codes. Everything related to the suspension, steering, braking is all gone. We got the airbag and a tire pressure. Very simple stuff. We're gonna go ahead and start replacing the current airbags, seat belts, as well as the airbag in this seat. I'm gonna take that out, replace it. And my uncle, he's a really good tailor, so he's gonna sew that up for me. Just gotta remove all these little markings from the auction. This thing's a beast. It's a really good pickup so far. Hopefully we stay under 16.5. So 37,000 miles, 2019 Atlas SEL Premium. Get it done for 16.5, and that's with sales tax, all taxes, all that included. Gonna see who can pull out that door area, how much they'll charge, and when they can get it done, because I want to get this thing ready before first snowfall. We got a couple months till then, or who knows, maybe 1 month. And yeah, let's continue to keep pushing on this thing and get her done. Started removing the headliner by getting these pulls off. It's basically just some kind of system that uses these kind of clips here. I already closed it, but essentially you want to lift this one and this one, both of these sides, with like a screwdriver and like a pick tool. And then once you kind of get these separated, they pull out. So you do both sides and it's pretty simple. It's a very interesting system. Not just a couple bolts, but it's actually very simple and easy. Maybe someone will get some use out of this video. Pull up these kind of covers first, one on each side, just to get access to the system. There's probably a ton of videos out there how to do this already. So I'm compressing one kind of side, or pulling, kind of tensioning in the other, and then if you get it right, you should be able to just kind of bam. So this side is free. So you kind of go down and up, and one side comes out. Let's see the other side. Boom. Both of them are out. Put those little clips back in so you don't lose them. This is free. So we went ahead and removed this first piece here, that small one up top, and then we removed the center one. It comes out as a whole. Don't just remove this plastic. You have to remove this whole assembly. 3 wires. This got tricky because you have to basically pop these forward ones off and then some on the side, and then you pull the mirror kind of like down, like you pop it out. This entire like clip assembly. It's crazy how these engineers designed it. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts out, and that frees this entire assembly here. So that's where we're at currently. So this is just gonna get removed, and then some kind of tricky and then what's remaining is this frame thing here, and you have to kind of use a similar stuff how you got the grab bars off. You have to remove this one as well as this one. So those two on this side, and then these two on this side, and this releases this whole section. The entire rest of the car is just a series of clips all around here, and the whole headliner will drop, give us access to these side current airbags, and then this just pops out like any ordinary pillar trim. So got these 2 center ones out, also kind of an interesting clip type system like the pools. And then I just kind of started, I put the kind of the moonroof back, and then I started tugging, and it comes off like basically like butter. The whole thing is, I mean, you can see it for yourself. So 2 more clips holding it here, boom, and then you kind of just squeeze it through those quarter trims, and yeah, this whole entire thing. We opted to just take the whole thing out, might as well. Zahra, sniati postavlю navrhu. Zahra, give me 5 seconds. So I'm gonna place this up here, then put the seats down. Headliner's out. So we got the 911 headline holder. So this thing is chilling here, ready to go. Left, right, airbag for the curtains are there to go. Here goes what it looks like. Those airbags, left and right side. There goes the impulsive devices. So we'll go ahead and pull this stuff off, start replacing, and yeah, keep this thing moving. It's a good progress for today. I think I'm gonna wrap it up for this video. We will do a part 2, hopefully once everything is ready, reassembled, and then we will hopefully start getting quotes for that damage behind me. So thanks for watching. Be sure to stay tuned. Be sure to drop a like, check out the other videos. Catch you guys next time. As always, be blessed and be superish.